I am very excited today because I'm about to carve the last letter of this large slide puzzle in marble. And as I told you in a previous video, I have kept the letter R for last because it is one of my favorite letters to carve. Let me tell you why. In typography or in calligraphy, the beauty of the letters resides in their proportions, their design, but when it comes to letter carving, we literally add another dimension to the letter. We go into the stone, creating depth, and as a consequence, another element is added to the letter that makes us appreciate it even more. I'm talking here about the intersections of the different segments of the letter. You see, these are V-carved letters, meaning that the incision is cut in a V-shape form into the stone, and then when you have two lines meeting each other, a beautiful intersection is created. These intersections create shadows, lines, directions, movements that are incredibly beautiful to watch. And the various intersections are characterized by the different angles at which these lines meet each other. For example, one of the most simple intersections is the one of the letter L, and it is an intersection of 90 degrees, and from there on things get more complex. For example, you have the A, which is two diagonal lines cut through by a horizontal line. Then you have the X, which is two diagonals meeting each other at the center. The Y, the G, all kinds of beautiful intersections. And then you have also curved lines. The B is a beautiful letter, especially when the two round shapes of the B meet each other at the center and then pour into the vertical stem as a figure of speech. You have the Q, which is a round shape with a diagonal. So lots of variations. And the beautiful thing of the letter R is that most of these variations are in here. And it's not only the intersections. In the letter R, you have all the possible segments. You have the vertical line, you have a horizontal line, a diagonal one, and a round shape. And here at the center, you have the intersection at 90 degrees. Then you have a round shape meeting with a diagonal shape here. So lots of different angles and directions meeting each other, creating a wonderfully rich letter. So this is why, very briefly explained, the letter R is one of my favorite letters to carve. And I wish that I could share the process of carving a letter with you. But you see, another problem that I encountered while making these vlogs is that sculpture, especially stone carving, is a very slow medium. It takes me hours to carve this letter, so I cannot really show you the process. I could do a time lapse, but I think that would be very boring. So I'll document the whole thing, but then probably in this video, while I do the editing, I will show you just a few steps here and there to give you an idea, trying to give you a glimpse of the process. By the way, for the tool enthusiasts among us, and I am one of them, for all the letters involved in this project, I've mainly used 5 types of chisels. They are all carbide tipped flat chisels. This is one with a width of 3 mm. This one is 8 mm. These two are 10 mm, and this one is 20 mm. I have used these two with a pneumatic hammer, while I have been using these 3 in combination with a round steel mallet of 500 grams. These 2 chisels are specially designed for letter carving because, as you can see, the carbide is attached to the steel shaft only at its bottom, and the rest is completely free. And the advantage of these is that the steel will not be in the way, and the very thin point will allow for a very precise cut. Anyway, that was just a very quick explanation of the tools. I don't want to bother you with that here. That's why I have my tutorials. What's more important for me in these videos is to give you a glimpse of the sculptor's life and talking about the concepts of my work, and also show you how they are created. Sharp enough. I'm not going to bore you and show you once again how these letters are carved. I'm just going to go at it, and I'll see you in a minute when this is finished. But it will be probably dark by then. So I am 4 hours in and I've done the rough cutting. So now I will need to start cleaning up the serifs, for example, the intersection, the center lines of every segment. Hopefully I'll be done today, but definitely there is at least another couple of hours of work. It's late, it's 10 o'clock, finally done. Here's the R. I wanted to show you all the details and finally place it there where there's an empty spot where it belongs and finally complete the slide puzzle. But I think I'll postpone that joy until tomorrow, because I'm a bit tired now. So I'm going to have some rest. I'll be back here tomorrow to show you, of course, the finished piece.